Hello, mamas, and welcome to the Mamaverse podcast, where we bring experts in physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual wellness to talk about how moms can improve their overall health in their daily life. I'm your host, Tu-Hien Lee, and our guest today is Hilery Johnson. Hillery is a founder and CEO of Bringing Baby. As a longtime spiritual healer and spiritual seeker and healer, she integrates powerful spiritual tools to raise her vibration to bring her baby in. Hillery wants to share her wisdom with women ready to call in their baby. Hello, Hillery, and welcome to the Mamaverse.
Hi, Tu-Hien. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
So Hillery, let's start. We would love to hear a little bit more about you.
All right. I am a mom, and when I was in the process of, wanting to have a baby, I was a visual effects artist. I had a career. I was happy. Life was going good. We had, Friday afternoon parties after work, and I wanted a family and I wanted a child, but I just couldn't imagine giving all this fun up, and I was working my way up my career ladder and having fun. So then by the time I finally got around to in the process of wanting to have a baby and going through the process of trying, and it wasn't happening right away. I was married, and I decided to call upon some of my spiritual work and spiritual tools, because I felt that although the medical knowledge was there, I felt the holistic side of the equation was missing. And so I began to incorporate these spiritual principles and tools. And now I have a wonderful son. So that's the information I just want to share with people.
So were you always spiritual, or did that come about in your journey to having and starting a family?
It's a wonderful question. I think everybody's spiritual to some extent, but I think that I was probably more curious spiritually when I was younger, but not really understanding the principles of the universe and how it worked, or what that sixth sense was, sometimes sensing or feeling things. But it was really probably in my late teens that I started connecting with that, and affirmations and positive thinking. And then it sort of evolved to being more curious and exploring. And so then did a lot of spiritual work through a lot of different programs, taking classes and practicing until eventually, evolving to this point.
Awesome. So today our episode is about communicating with the spirit of your baby. I want to know, what exactly does that mean for those moms who might be listening who are not as aware, or even just exposed to the spirituality side? So what exactly does that mean, communicating with the spirit of your baby?
Well, I think that a lot of times when you're a mom and you have a baby, there is some sort of telepathic communication going on already. You don't even know that it's going on, but you know that your baby's diaper needs to be changed. Your baby just pooped. Nobody told you. Nobody said anything to you, but you just have that sense. And a lot of time it's telepathic communication from your baby to you saying, I want my diaper changed. And then you're like, oh, okay, I better go change it. And you don't kind of know why you're being pulled to do it as a mom, but it just sort of happens. And as a baby, you have the physical baby, but you also have the spiritual side of the baby, who is a lot larger than their body. And so they do want to communicate with you and have you communicate with them.
Interesting. Okay. So then this brings me to your current business, which is Bringing Baby. How do you prepare moms to bring in their baby? What exactly does that entail?
Well, there's a lot of to it. But, it's sort of my philosophy is that you spend years and years and years preparing for a career in whatever field you choose to be in. And so many times we become moms and we wait until the baby's in our arms to say, oh, we're a mom, and we're kind of thrown in cold turkey. And I believe there is a process and a way that we can prepare ourselves for the holistic side of being a mom. And it really starts with when you're ready to call in your baby, because there is a point in time when a mom feels a yearning. Some moms to be, not everybody feels this way, but a lot of times there's a woman and she just has this yearning to mom, and a lot of times the baby's already there in the wings and you can communicate with them before they have a body. And that's one of the things that I share how to do.
That's amazing. That's like so beautiful. So like how does that work? Are you like in meditation and that's how you're communicating, or what exactly does it mean to communicate with the baby?
Well, I think the baby's in spirit. They don't have a
Mm-hmm.
body. So they're what I would explain as being at a very high vibration, which is sort of like, and if you can imagine yourself and you've just had the most amazing day, you've run a race and you won, and you're feeling that kind of euphoric feeling, it usually is when you have a higher vibration running in your body. And there are ways, and babies in spirit they're at that high vibration, whereas on the planet we're a little bit lower. We're working on raising the vibration to become higher, but it's going to be a lot easier for the baby to see you if you raise your vibration to a higher vibration. So it's a little bit more comfortable for them. They can still see you at the lower vibration, but it's a little bit easier for them. And so when a mom takes the time to meditate and raise her vibration, then it's a little bit easier for the baby to see her and to begin to communicate. Although you don't have to have that. You hear of moms every day who their baby's in the womb and they're talking to them. You can that works too. So
Mm-hmm.
I was just explaining a little bit more. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's actually really, really like peaceful, and I don't know, it's beautiful. I think it's wonderful. So when you've worked with your clients in helping them connect with their baby spiritually or helping them become moms, what are some of the common challenges that you've seen with these women?
Um, I haven't really seen that many challenges
Mm-hmm.
with the women. It's really just more the programming from society that things have to happen a certain way. And I find that a lot of times when the women sort of relax and let go of the pressures or the expectations, or that it has to be a certain way. And when there is the permission to let go of um, the timing and sort of hand it over to divine timing and allowing the process to unfold as it does, a lot of times that's when there's space for the baby to come in. So I guess the largest challenge for women that I've seen is creating space for a baby in their lives.
Mm. Yeah, I can see that being challenging for women, especially the career women who, they're working hard, they've got their social life, they're doing all the things that they think in society like we're supposed to be doing. And then how can they make time? Where is the time going to come from to bring in a baby? And it becomes challenging. And I think that's why I feel like a lot of women are delaying having babies because of their hectic schedule, you know? And I can
I
empathize
did.
with that. Yeah. I can empathize with that, how challenging and overwhelming that can be. And then thinking about, oh my God, now I have to bring in a whole new person and take care of it. How is it going to happen? So I would imagine the finding the space for that can be challenging in itself.
It is. And
Mm.
I really find that for women in that position, I was there. And it is possible to continue working to be fulfilled creatively in a career and have a family. They're just different choices for each woman. And I really feel that the most important thing is that to recognize that each person is an individual and each person has a different solution that will be best for them. And so I really hope also to empower women to be in touch with their intuition so that they can confidently make choices that support what they want to create.
Mm-hmm. What exactly do you mean by being in touch with your intuition?
A lot of times, you know, we might do things because somebody else tells us to do it, or because
Like a lot of times.
And it's important to, I feel it's important to step back and take the time to slow down and really get in touch with yourself and think, what do I want in this situation?
Mm-hmm.
For example, if you're a mom and you've had a busy career, do you want to keep working? Is that going to be important for you to be happy in the particular job where you were? Or do you want to change to something else? Or, these are all choices, and women do both. They do all sorts of different things, but it's important for the woman to be in touch with her own intuition, her own choices, so that she makes the decision that's best for her. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's the most important thing for a mom, and what you do in your community, which is so amazing and wonderful, is, really validating women and encouraging them to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
And that's, self-care is so important. So you're available for your family and for other people. And if you can learn that before you're a mom, I think it's really beneficial for everybody, including your family.
Yeah. And so we touched upon this a little bit earlier, but we're talking about the benefits of meditating and being able to connect with the spirit of your baby. And even as like your baby, as like, infant baby, can you like elaborate on meditation and how you can guide your clients with meditation?
Sure. I really believe that everybody has, your basic senses, and the sixth sense is sort of that intuition, your knowingness, or being able to see things from a different place and a different level. And so when you take the time to meditate, your body shifts and changes into a different place. And there are ways to manage energy in meditation with spiritual tools to clear energy that might be influencing you and help you to really connect with the energy that's really you, your higher self, which is your true essence and what's best for you on your spiritual path. Did that answer the question?
Yeah.
So taking time for meditation, it calms you, it helps you to be more peaceful and more present. But it really benefits your baby because babies match the energy of the mom. And when you calm down and when you take the time for self-care in all the different ways that the Mamaverse community offers you, or, and when you take the time to meditate and slow down and really connect with yourself and really tune in to what's most important to you and your family, then your baby feels that, your baby senses that, and also your baby learns how to manage energy by matching your vibration, by matching what you're doing in meditation. And they are, in some sense, also learning meditation with you.
So fun fact, Hillery was actually my meditation guide for a couple of months. And you taught me just, I guess, basic skills for somebody who didn't really know how to meditate and wanted to learn. And I still use those same techniques today when I go into meditation, and that my meditation sessions can be anywhere from like a minute or two to longer, 10, 20 minutes. And I still use those techniques. So this pretty much touches upon, like you said, you're clearing away foreign energy that's not yours to find yourself. And that's how you get in touch with your own intuition, your own energy, your own essence. And like, and then connecting from there to spirit of your baby, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, it's really powerful when you realize how simple meditation can be. It's not complicated. It's, this word meditation, if you've never done it, can be scary. It can be intimidating. but actually it's more like learning how to do anything. When you're young, you learn how to read. Now picking up a book or reading a few sentences is nothing to you. But it just took a little bit of time to go through the motions. And of course, meditating is much easier than reading, but it's just really just committing to a little time every day. Like you said, it could be a minute, could be 5 minutes, it could be 30 minutes or an hour, whatever you feel drawn to do and grow in. Mm-hmm.
So, if you could give a mom or a woman one tip, a woman who's looking to become a mom, one tip, what would it be?
One tip for a mom who is
For a
ready
woman
to
who's
call in her baby.
mhm,
Okay.
a mom to
So,
be, yes.
oh, yes. So, for a mama to be who's ready to call in her baby, I would say to notice throughout your day what you do and what really brings you joy and really makes you happy. And find one or two things that those things are, whatever it is. Maybe it's running, maybe it's walking on the beach, whatever it is, and start to put them on your calendar and make sure to and integrate them on a regular basis into your life. And what you're doing is you're creating, I don't know if the word's habit, but you're creating a structure so that when the baby comes, you're still going to do these activities, maybe on a different time frame. But so many times I think moms forget to do these things. And because you're busy, because you have other priorities. But if you start to just pay attention and recognize it now, I think a lot of times before you're a mom, you don't even think about these things. You're off doing this and that, and you're saying yes to every invitation. At least I was. So, by starting to identify just those one or two activities that bring you joy, and then making sure to have those on your calendar on a regular basis.
Oh, that's so nice. I love that. I love that. So Hillary, where can our listeners connect with you and how can they work with you?
Oh, great. Thank you. I'm on Instagram under Bring In Baby. It's one word, BRINGIMBABY. And you're welcome to DM me there. You can also send me a text message directly to me, which is 310-266-8407. I'm located in Southern California, but you're welcome to reach out anytime for any of my information. And I do have a website also.
Yes. So we will put all of those details in the description and the show notes of the episode. Also, Hillary has been so generous to the Mamaverse community that she's going to give away a 15-minute free session to any mom or mom to be wanting to do some spiritual energy healing and really be there to support the mom how she needs. So I believe it says the first 5 people who share and comments this online and also tag Hillary, which her handle will be in the description here. Tag Hillary, tag the Mamaverse. First 5 people get a free 15-minute session with Hillary, which I highly recommend because Hillary was my meditation guide / coach for a while, and I just learned a lot from her. Her energy and her spirit is just so calming, and it was nice to have you in my corner while I was in my learning journey.
Oh, I loved it. It was so much fun.
Yes. So, yes. So everybody, I encourage you to go and follow and support Hillary. Want to thank you so much for joining us on the Mamaverse podcast today. We loved having you as the guest. And don't forget to take a comment, screenshot, share on social media, tag both the Mamaverse and Hillary. The first 5 people get a free session with Hillary. So thank you so much for joining us on this episode, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.